Hi, I'm Grant Wiley from Worthington Publishing here today with No Enemies Here. We're talking about a couple of our new games here at WBC. Our newest one, Tranquility Base. It's on the Apollo moon landings in 1969. Comes with Soviet moon expansion. It's 1 to 4 players. You can compete against the Soviets to be the first man to land on the moon. A couple other games been talking with Dan here about. Antietam, which is one of our new pre-orders. You can go to our website, Worthington Publishing, and order that. Nice hard-mounted board, rounded corners. But beyond that, I just want to thank Dan for having me on here, and want to say you're on the Wargaming News with No Enemies Here.
Folks, this is ARDWULF of ARDWULF'S LAIR, and I am here today with No Enemies Here to announce the winner of the 2019 Grog of the Year Award. So without further ado, the winner is...
Hi, I'm Gregory M. Smith, and you're watching No Enemies Here. The envelope, please. People's Choice for Grognard 2019.
Seriously? Really? These sons of b****? They've been making us look bad for like 2 years now.
Congratulations.
Sons of b****. I would like to announce the winner of the 2019 Grog of the Year Award.
Congratulations.
No one deserves it more than them.
To the Player's Aid.
Is Grant.
To the Player's Aid.
And Alexander.
To the Player's Aid.
From the Player's Aid.
To the Player's Aid.
No one deserves it more than them. Are we okay with that? Is that, what do you mean it doesn't sound sincere?
Congratulations.
Seriously?
Congratulations, Grant and Alexander, for being 2019's People's Choice Grognards of the Year. Yeah. So, Grant, Alexander, I'm sure they're not watching, so I'll just speak generally here. If anybody knows Grant and Alexander, get in touch with them to let them know they won this, because, you know what I'm saying? So they'll be getting a little plaque. Same thing like STUKAJOE, engraved and everything. They should be getting it within 6 months. Anyways, that was great. Thank you for participating. Thank you for the people who participated in voting. Thanks a lot, man. That was a lot of fun. And I'm going to come up with something, I guess, next year, obviously, again. I want to do something different, but I just can't logistically think about what to do. My brain don't work that way, okay? So, again, congratulations, and, yeah.
Seriously?
Z Novým Gorod, tovaryshi, I congratulations to the Player's Aid for being the No Enemies Here People's Choice for Grognard of 2019. Pozdravlenie!
Hey gang, it's Harold from the Harold on Games podcast. I wanted to avoid stepping in the water, getting my shoes wet, but more importantly, I want to congratulate Grant and Alexander at the Player's Aid blog.
Seriously?
For the Grognard of the Year award. I'm going to go back to my beach walk, and I will see you all soon.
Hi, Stigler here. and I'm here to convey my heartfelt congratulations to the dynamic duo of the Players' Aid for winning this year's Grognard de l'année.
Sons of
Congratulations to Grant and Alexander. Now, full disclosure, I have to admit that I voted for Richard Berg as a Lifetime Achievement Award, but failing his untimely demise, there were two events that might have convinced me to vote for you two. One was, in the summer, at the World Board Gaming Championships, Grant took down El Duce in a classic arm wrestling bout, lasting all of 3 seconds. That was pretty good. And then the second was Alexander for his steely nerve, chutzpah, sang-froid, unmitigated gall, and stones to wear this sweater on a YouTube video in the presence of other Grognards. Wow. So congratulations to you both for the Players' Aid for winning this year's Grognard of the Year.
Really? These sons of
Hey everybody, welcome back. Devin, the OG, the original Grognard. And I just want to offer my deepest congratulations to Alexander and Grant of the Players' Aid for winning this year's No Enemies Here award of Grognard, well, I guess it would be Grognards of the Year. A well-deserved award in my opinion, and trust me, I know Grognards.
Hey guys, it's Herman Lutman. I just wanted to congratulate Alexander and Grant at the Players' Aid for winning the 2019 Grognard of the Year contest. Congratulations, guys. Great job. I wish you all the best in 2020, and I hope to see you at Origins. Take care.
Hey, Grant, Alexander, congrats for the Players' Aid being People's Choice for Grognard of the Year. Well deserved.
Hey guys, just wanted to send my congratulations out to Grant and Alexander for being named Grognard of the Year from No Enemies Here, Wargaming News. And in your case, it's Grognards because there's two of you, and you both do a fantastic job over at the Players' Aid. It's a great resource for everybody in the community. We really appreciate all the hard work you guys put into it, and it's pretty evident by the fact that your peers have voted on it, and their say is that you guys are Grognards of the Year. Congratulations, and I'll see you boys in WBC, where we will play war games and drink scotch, and drink scotch, and drink scotch. Congratulations, fellas.
Hey, Grant and Alexander, just want to add my voice to those saying congratulations for an awesome honor, super well deserved, obviously. When I was thinking about making this video, I was thinking, you know, what would I say to you guys? And I just happened to be on a business trip. I'm in St. Louis, and there happens to be a guy here, a buddy of mine, who's starting to get interested in wargaming. And literally every single game I brought with me to show to him, I looked, you know, as I was getting ready to bring it, and every single one of them you guys had done like an interview for or video or whatever. And I think that it just kind of dawned on me, like, that's why you guys got this award, rightfully so, because of just everything you guys give back to the community. So thanks for that. And then obviously thanks for everything you guys have done for me personally. But just huge congratulations.
Hi Grant, hi Alexander, it's John Kranz at Consim World. I want to show you I've actually dressed appropriately for this big momentous occasion of the big Grognard of the Year award. I want to congratulate you both for just a job well done, just a wonderful effort you put in all year on the many articles you post and the always entertaining videos. It's great for Consim World that we can publish out your content and help hopefully grow the reach as well, because you're doing a phenomenal job to really promote the hobby. Also, on behalf of Consim World, just a small token of our appreciation for all you do. I want to extend to the both of you a free pass to our next Consim World Expo. You can go to our June event, June 6th to the 13th. It's our 20th anniversary event, 20 years of Consim World Expo. We'll have over 300 attendees there. Would love to welcome you there with a free pass. Or we also have for the first time a new regional event that's less than 2 months away in Dallas, Texas. So that's March 6th through the 8th. We have Consim World Expo Dallas. So if you can make it to either one, again, free pass for the both of you. It would be a privilege and honor to welcome you there. And there's a lot of people that are going to be there. They're going to want to thank you for your great contributions you make to the hobby. Great job again, guys. Great job.
Compass Games in France, 1944. The Allied Crusade in Europe. Designer Signature Edition. This is a game designed by Mark Herman. Complexity is 6 out of 10. Solitaire suitability, 9 out of 10. The time scale are monthly turns. The map scale is 32 kilometers per hex, 20 miles. Unit scale, Army level HQ, infantry troops, and armored divisions. This is a 1 to 2 player game, best with 2. Playing time is 2 to 7 hours. And what you get with this game is a 22 by 33 mounted map, an 8.5 by 11 map, 2 counter sheets, 2 player aid cards, rules, designer's notes, 6-sided die. Are you waiting for it? And a box and a lid. Designed by Mark Herman, published by Compass Games. Incident happened at Compass Games. On their website it says that all the pre-order credit card charges were charged. There was a mistake that happened. I strongly suggest you check their website, get in touch with them and see if your credit card was charged for a pre-order game down the road. Again, this was a mistake or a glitch. Compass Games, check their website, see if your credit card was charged for a pre-order. Rob Orn, the strongman of War Games, is giving us a live playthrough of Blitzkrieg, a 2-hour World War II game. This is a game designed by Paolo Mori and published by Plastic Soldier Company. 2 hours. I meant 20 minutes. Scusi. Marco Omnigamer, aka Wargamer, has a slew of videos out. The first one being Space Infantry Resurgence. This is a game published by Lock and Load Publishing, designed by Gottardo Zancani and Blackwell Hurd. The next one is Custer's Last Stand. This is a game published by Worthington Publishing, designed by Grant and Mike Wiley. And the other video is Thunder in the Ozarks. This is a game published by Revolution Games and designed by the dream team of Herman Luttman and Fred Manzo. You want to know what's happening on the big board? I'll tell you what's happening on the big board. Kevin Big Man is giving us a time-lapse video of a decade of big board gaming. Welcome to 2020, ladies and gentlemen. Also, Big Man is doing a top 10 countdown with yours truly counting down the top 10, obviously, of his games, comments, and state of the hobby of 2019. Big Man. The OG, the original Grognard, is giving us a live stream playthrough of World at War 85, published by Lock and Load Publishing. Todd of the Itinerant Hobbyist is doing a playthrough or an after action report of Ardennes 44, the German turn, a game. Published by GMT, designed by Mark Simonich. Awakening the Bear, 3rd edition, available now. Storms of Steel, 3rd edition, available now.
Howdy, I'm Jeff McAleer, the Grand Poobah of thegaminggang.com. And Dan was kind enough to allow me to say howdy to everybody. It is a happy new year. We are in the early stages of 2020, and things are rocking and rolling at the Gaming Gang. So I've got new videos where I do unboxings and first looks at Cataphract from GMT Games, Nevsky from GMT Games. We have more GMT Games action as well with 1862. So these are brand new first look and unboxing videos for the 3 latest GMT titles. We've also got first look at Bang the Duel, which this came out in 2015, but also a first look at Bang the Duel Renegades, which is brand new, as well as an upcoming unboxing and first look at the limited edition of Oceans, which is from North Star Games. So if you are a fan of Evolution, by all means, you're gonna wanna check out the video with Oceans. And of course, don't forget, don't miss me live Mondays through Fridays at 7 p.m. Central as I bring you the Daily Dope and the latest tabletop gaming news of the day. In fact, you might even run across Dan in chat during the shows as well. So by all means, check out thegaminggang.com as well as the Gaming Gang YouTube channel. And I will send you right on back to Dan. Thank you very much.
Also, Itinerant gives us his opinion on the top board and mini games of the decade. Jan Heineman of Let's Play History has a shellacking's worth of videos. The first one being Strategic Command, a World War I game. Also, Empires. And there's one in German which I really don't understand, and I'm not going to say it because Stigler is going to be on my back. Plus, he continues with Unity of Command 2. All this on Let's Play History. Major Tom Solo is back after a small hiatus, and he's continuing part 2 of his engagement, his Backwaters first engagement, in his Warfighter PMC campaign by DVG. The chief of Bonding with Board Games and Scotch Test Dummy fame is reviewing Gettysburg, a game published by C3I and designed by Mark Herman. Gilbert Collins gives us an overview of Grant Wiley's game from Worthington Publishing, Antietam, September 17, 1862. And the guys from Little Wars TV gives us a review of the Flames of War 4.0 rulebook. Wayne Hansen in his recon section is checking out Greg M. Smith's Interceptor Ace Daylight Air Defense over Germany. Wayne is also unboxing France 1944, the Allied Crusade in Europe, Designer's Signature Edition. This is a game designed by the godfather of the war game designers, Mark Herman, and published by Compass Games. Lock and Load Publishing has a couple of videos out, videos 18 and 19 of Space Insurgency. These are boot camps. 18 speaks about hives, and 19 speaks about special nodes.
And drink scotch.
A game for gamers, made by gamers, by Flying Pig Games.
Mo of Mo's Game Table is doing an unboxing of Conflict of Heroes, Storms of Steel from Academy Games, a game designed by Gunther and Uwe Eichert. Mo is also unboxing and taking a look at Clavius from Micro Game Design Group, a game designed by Kerry Anderson.
Mr. P, we've got the results back, and it's confirmed that you have prostate cancer.
What? What?
Now, Mr.
Prostate cancer? What the hell?
Me?
Why didn't I check this sooner? What was I thinking?
Why didn't I check this sooner?
What was I thinking? Tell me what to do.
Both have their risks.
I thought other people got this. Why didn't
success.
somebody tell me? I thought other people
Of course,
got
with any
it.
intervention,
With
there are
prostate.
risks.
How did I end up like this?
We could discuss
How
this in
am
an
I
hour
going to tell my wife?
Do you have any questions?
Family? My friends?
This happens all too often. Someone getting bad news. We want you to know you are not alone in your journey. 52 Conversations is a Facebook page dedicated to men going through prostate cancer. This podcast explores prostate cancer through the interview process with men in different stages of the illness. Tune in every month to learn and listen to their stories. Because you owe it to yourself, man.
Counterproductive Games is learning how to play Tank Duel, a game designed by Mike Bertuccelli, published by GMT. And Mo also posted a live chat that I was present at with Nate Rogers, the Gimpy Gamer, and we talk about stuff, game companies mostly, and mostly game companies. Yeah. Combat Board Games is reminiscing and taking a look at an old Flying Buffalo game called Berserker. This is a game designed by Rick Loomis, Fred Saberhagen, and Michael Stackpole, published by FBI. Combat Board Games also looks at a free introductory war game that was given away at a convention called Battle for Basra, a game published by GDW. The artist Matt White is playing a Vento Nuovo game designed by Emanuele Sant'Andrea called Bloody Monday. This is a Napoleonic war game, and it's Napoleon at the gates of Moscow. GIMPY of the Gimpy Gamer has a couple of bootcamp videos out on Space Infantry Resurgence, one of them being combat and the other being combat variable with armor. He also continues part 6 of this incredible looking game, Core Space. Gimpy also takes a look at the battle system terrain from the Core Space game. That's just unbelievable. Rough Swordsman's Wargamer, in his Open the Bag segment, is opening a bag. And in this bag contains World at War number 60, Eisenhower's War. Not resting on their laurels, the Players Aid, after winning the coveted People's Choice Grognard of the Year award, are continuing with a review of Race to the Rhine from Phalanx Games. And as I said, these guys don't relax even though they're king of the hill this time. These are the hardest working
sons of
people on the planet. They are also unboxing B-17. B-17 Leader, that is, from DVG. Dad vs. Son continues his playthrough, part 7 of Illusions of Glory, World War I strategic game, published by GMT. Dad is also playing Command & Colors Napoleonics. The scenario is Jamap, 6th of November, 1792.
Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to Centurion's Review, the punk rock band of war game review institutions. First game we're doing a review of this week is a free game. It's 1972, The Lost Phantom. It's about a Vietnam War pilot who gets shot down and has to survive until he can find a flare gun and have a helicopter pick him up, or until he can get to a river which he can take to civilization. There's a download link to it in my review, so you can download it and try it for free. The first game we're doing a first look at on our YouTube channel is Ambush, the Move Out module. It gives 4 new scenarios and new paragraphs and new equipment and units, so you can add some more replayability to your base game. The next game we're doing a first look at on our YouTube channel is Battlefleet Mars from SPI. It's a flat pack game. It's a space combat game where there's a Martian revolt and Earthlings who have to put down the revolt. There's plenty of space combat. There's agents on planets, and the agents can assassinate each other and so forth. And also the planets move in orbit, so it changes the distance between planets each turn, so that's kind of a unique feature. I just love the game. I think it's one of the best space combat games I've ever played. The next game we're doing a first look at is Robert at Bannockburn from SPI. It's part of the Moments and Conflict series, and it uses a great medieval battle rules. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks like an interesting game. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon on our website and on our YouTube channel. Have a good evening.
Ardwulf of Ardwulf's Lair is checking out Where Eagles Dare, the battle for Hell's Highway. This is a grand tactical series, probably takes 1,000,000 years to play. I love the box cover. This is a game designed by Adam Starkweather and published by MMP, Multiband Publishing. Artie's on an unboxing tear. He's unboxing 9 years, the war of the Grand Alliance, a game published by Compass Games.
And drink scotch.
Harold on Games has podcast number 28 with STUKAJOE, and they discuss his YouTube channel. Great listening, people, great listening. Bruce Gerrick is back with Wild Weasel number 17, where he discusses games à sa façon, plus a comment on a certain wargamer, reviewer, person, thing. The BFG-Con 2020, the Big Frederick Gaming Convention, March 13th to 15th, 2020 in Frederick, Maryland. PressCon 2020, February 24th to March 1st in Charlottesville, Virginia. Consim World Expo Dallas, featuring WarGameClassics.con. March 6th to the 8th, 2020 at the Delta Hotel Dallas, Allen, 777 Waters Creek Boulevard, Allen, Texas. There's gonna be war games, Euro games, special events, flea market tables, exhibitor sales, seminar, and special guest is Mark Herman. If you want to get your feet wet, the Dice Tower Cruise is happening, leaving Fort Lauderdale January 24th, 2020, and coming back Wednesday, January 29th, 2020. Check out the Dice Tower webpage for more information. In London, England, Cardboard Emperor Strategy and War Games, the 21st to the 22nd of March, 2020, in the main room, Young Chelsea Bridge Club. Breakout 2020, where? In Toronto. When? March 20th to the 22nd, 2020. The premier tabletop gaming convention in Toronto, Canada. GaryCon 12, March 26th to the 29th, 2020 in the Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, USA. This con is named after Gary Gygax, the creator of Dungeons & Dragons. Another week, another show, finally getting over what I'm getting over with, but it's long and lingering. A lot of people, excuse me, a lot of people have it.
And drink scotch.
Anyways, that was great. The Grognard of the Year, Alexander, Grant, fantastic. I mean, so many people rooted for you guys. And, you know, with just cause. You guys are great. You do great content. I steal a lot from you guys. Especially when Grant puts out his What's New? Where do you think I get my news from? You think it comes out of my head? Grant, Alexander, you guys are going to get the plaque. I'm going to put in the order for it. And I'll mail it to you, man. But who do I mail it to? You gotta let me know, because I ain't emailing you guys anymore. You guys are too, you get disturbed by my emails. Too many emails. So, you email me, alright? And until you email me, that's both of yous, you ain't getting squat. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This was a lot of fun. I love doing this. Thank you to my supporters, the patrons. You guys really, really keep me going. And to the people watching, please subscribe, like. If you want to be a supporter, please do so. I will be in touch with you. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a good week.
And drink scotch.
Well, this after the show, I'm going to focus on something that's dear to me, obviously, which is music. So, and the reason why I'm doing this is, I remember once I was in my 20s, my late 20s, early 30s. I was having a conversation with a university professor, and she was on the faculty, right? And she was saying that you can teach music to anybody. And I said, well, you can teach the craft, but you can't teach music, because I think music is innate. Some people don't feel music, and some people feel music. And how are you going to teach someone how to speak to you musically if they don't feel music? And she was going on and saying, no, I guess they can mimic, but when someone mimics something, we know they're mimicking it. And when it's time for improvisation, you can't mimic anything. It's coming out of you, right? Like, my argument was, sure, you can teach someone how to sculpt. But can you teach them how to sculpt like Michelangelo? No. That's why there was only one Michelangelo, because this guy was an alien, not human, right? So we're going to see a few aliens I'm going to show you here. So this is my strong opinion that you cannot teach music. You can teach the craft of how music will be spoken, but if you don't have any music in you, sorry baby, I can't teach you nothing. You don't got it. It's Saturday morning. I figured, let's do, you might be having your toast, having coffee, whatever, So, when I was young, I started my music when I was 19 years old. So, that's very, very late, all right? But I practiced so many hours a day. Even if I would say it, you guys wouldn't believe me, but I did. And I became very good at my craft. I developed a high level of virtuosity, and I did have some music, but I was good. But what I'm going to show you now is good doesn't even come into it. It's what it is. So, this is a young guitarist. He won the Young Guitarist Award of 2018. I don't even know his name. Now, this is going to be an electric guitar, and a lot of people say, you can hide behind effects and all that. This guy ain't hiding nothing. This guy's using effects as a rock guitarist would, right? It's not just how quick you go. It's not just skill, but it's how you feel the music. And this young boy really feels the music in the style. He's very respectful of the style. And I'll let you figure it out. Now, I love the way he used his silences because a lot of musicians are just technique freaks, and it's notes, 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 notes. After a while, it's like someone always talking, can't shut up. I like the way this guy uses his silences. Silences are important in music, more so than the notes sometimes, because the silences put weight on the next note you're gonna do. So, for you guys that are listening that know a little bit more about music, the scales that he's using, this guy, going into modes, changing scale, changing modes. He's young, man. It's there's a feel to that, and he feels it. This is him near the end, because near the end you got to give the public what they want, right? They're already engrossed in your emotion. So in the end, you give them what they want, and this is him doing that. Oh, and by the way, the time signature here, he's in 6. All right, follow. Any musician worth their salt will know if another musician is good or not. Well, you can say good or not is a question of a personal opinion. No, I'm talking about very concrete things: skill, style. Look, I'll know right away if a guitarist is good or not by the way he picks up his guitar. I'm gonna know right away. So going on, this young lady, she's 19. So she's gonna play violin. She's been playing a long time, for sure. And it just takes one note. One note. Now, is this young lady a prodigy? Of course. Is she a genius? I don't know. I wouldn't say she's a genius. I would say she's a virtuoso of the highest caliber. And yes, again, she's a prodigy. Genius we're going to see later. Let's check this other lady out. Here's another prodigy. Now, her violin playing is excellent. I mean, the double stops are perfect. The intonation is right on. And she's dancing. She's tap dancing, but Southern type style, which is really cool. And near the end, the last 5 seconds, she does a move where she looks sideways, but her feet are pointing the opposite direction. And she does it very gracefully. I'll show you. And all this while playing the violin beautifully. And remember, I said it only takes one note. Now, this young trumpet player is playing in her church, right? And it takes one note, and the feeling, the life that she has in that one note is older than many, many lives put together. Something is just not normal, because a young girl, a young person like that, they haven't lived to feel that much. And check out the reaction of the people on her right hand side, I guess. Oh yeah, and the band is grossly out of tune. Now the band is horrible, but she's an old soul. I mean, is she a prodigy? Of course! Is she a genius? I don't know. It's, look, she's an old soul, that's without question. Now, the next one we're gonna see is a bass player called Tal Wilkenfeld. And she's young here. She's got to be 16 years old, maybe. And she's playing with Jeff Beck and Vinnie Colaiuta. That's enough. Is she a genius? We're getting close, because I enjoyed the way she played ahead of the bar, after the bar. She did some polytonal stuff, but you know, like guitar players, they'll do polytonal stuff. She's awesome. Now we're getting genius, all right? And this guy's name is Jacob Collier, and you can't learn this. You can't learn. Now the piece is, he did a real smart thing. He showcased his harmonic, rhythmic, and jazz talents by choosing a piece we're all familiar with, and that's the Flintstones. Now he does it a cappella, meaning just voices, and it's him superimposed 6 times. So therefore he can basically do a 6-chord note. Like usually a chord has 3 notes, like C, C, E, G. You can add another note, make it a 7th, C, E, G, B. And you could go on now with 9ths and 11ths and 13ths and whatever. And if you subtract certain notes from the fundamental, which was C, E, G, sorry if I'm getting a bit too technical, it's implied. You'll hear those notes that are retracted, and he can add a further higher note, or add in another note which is in a 13ths, 15ths, 17ths, and it's the chords. It's going to be the richest thing you've ever heard. I'll shut up.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. Stone Age family. From the town of Bedrock, they're a page right out of history.
Yeah, genius. Prodigy, that's you don't even say anymore. Genius. Now, I cut the clip short. I don't want to play because it's a 3-minute clip. I mean, you could go on the net and check it out. But this next clip of him going on, because I just wanted to stop it, the chords that he's going to play with to get to the tonic, meaning that the beginning of the Flintstones again, they're called passing chords. But I mean, yeah, passing chords, big deal. It's like if you had a melody and chromatically you do something to get to your final destination, which is your tonic, the beginning of the piece, the tone of the beginning of the piece. This guy does that, what he would do melodically on that one line with chords, and that's no big feat, but it's the chords he uses. It's just like, what are you kidding me?
Let's ride with the family down the street, through the courtesy of friends to feed. When you're with the Flintstones.
And now he's gonna have fun. He's screwing with us.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. Meet the Flintstones from the town of Bedrock. They're a page right out of history. Let's ride with the family down the street, through the courtesy of friends to feed. When you're with the...
And he's gonna do one last chord. But the chord is going to be what's called a cluster. Just as the name implies, it's just notes put together, and it's just cacophony, right? And then he resolves it beautifully, and in the end, he adds the fundamental note, which makes you breathe, because before resolving all that cluster note, it's very tense, it's unsettling, and like I said, he resolves it, he takes it apart effortlessly, the grace in which that's done, and obviously the fundamental note is an octave below what he's done before, so it adds balls.
We'll have a gay old time.
Now this next genius is Rick Beato's son, Dylan. I haven't seen him or heard him perform, so I don't know if he's prodigious or virtuosic, which I'm sure he is, on an instrument or many, many instruments. But you're not born with this. This guy's, it's pure genius. Mozart, okay? And Rick Beato was in a fortunate situation to be a producer, musician, to notice this in his son. Maybe, I know there's some videos of him saying that he he did some techniques so his son can develop an inner ear. I don't know. I've never ever met anybody like this. I wouldn't even know what to say to someone like this because what am I going to say? He hears everything. Like, seriously.
People have been asking me when we're going to do another video, but I'm running out of things that are difficult to do. So I got an idea. Check this out. Okay, I'm going to pluck some notes. I want you to name it for me. Okay. People ask me if you know jazz chords. I'm going to play some jazz chords. What's that?
G13 flat 9.
Sing me the flat 9.
A flat.
That's good. What about this chord?
A 9 over F.
Great. What about this chord?
C 7 sharp 5 sharp 9.
Sing me the scale it comes from.
No.
What is that?
C altar.
That's correct. Very good. All right, I'm going to do, let's see. This is kind of a tricky chord. What is the name of this chord?
G diminished 7 over F diminished 7.
That's correct. I'm going to add a note to it. Sing it and name it.
C.
That's right. All right, what is this chord?
B minor 7 flat 6.
Okay, sing me an A major chord descending from C sharp.
C sharp A E.
Okay. All right, I'm going to play some chromatic polychords. What is this?
F major over E Lydian.
That's correct. Okay, name and sing these notes.
D, G, A, D flat, E flat, A flat.
Okay, I'm going to play a chord. I want you to write down a couple chords here. What is this?
So that's how I win my argument. Win. Obvious. You can't learn that. You're going to teach a little kid. By the way, all those chords were clusters. Notes really close together. And at one point, I mean, the old man's flipping out. That's for sure. And he starts the video saying that he doesn't know if he can make another video because he's done all the hard stuff. Anyways, that kid's a monster. Yeah. Now I've got this last video, and this is too sweet. Is she a genius? I don't know. She's 8 years old, and she's going to be playing drums. And she's going to be playing drums to a tune I know very well, extremely well, and especially the drum part, because I'm a percussionist. And this is from Led Zeppelin's first album, Good Times, Bad Times. She's 8 years old, and she beats the crap out of the drums like Bonham used to do. So, you know what? I'll leave the whole clip, and I mean, look, you could stop at any time. You don't have to watch this. This is the end of the show, right? This is me being gratuitous here on your behalf, and I thank you very much for this. Look, there's probably 1 or 2 people that are watching this, but thanks, man. And flip out. I'll see you next week.
I've tried to do all those things the best I can.
and drink scotch.